welcome back to the channel. I'm Bianca, the excellent wife and mom, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to be talking about how I taught my children, or how my children learned to read. Okay ladies, I'm going to try to make this video quick, less than 10 minutes, hopefully closer to 5. But anyway, one thing you can do, one tip is to not ever allow anyone to set a limit for you or your children. So realize that learning is not, that reading is not limited to just books. If children are out and you can point, just like the stop sign for the little ones, oh, that says stop, S-T-O-P, stop. And just, in your daily movement, oh, that's the post office. See that? P-O-S-T-O-O. And anywhere you go, just point those things, and it becomes a game, and they retain this knowledge, this information. You go to Walmart, whatever store, and point that out, and it's a game for them, and they begin to recognize and know those words, and therefore begin reading. So don't limit yourself. Other ways, reading menus at restaurant. That's another way. I would get the, in the summers we tend to eat at the country club a lot, so I get the menus from there. I would get the menus from there and let them read through that, or help them read through it till they just got it on their own. There's flashcards. So, taking the card, there's word recognition. This is black, B-L-A-C-K, black, and when they're little, their attention span might be 1 or 2 minutes, so you don't have a large window, but have your 2 or 3 cards out and just let that be that. You'll be amazed at how much your children retain. And realize that you didn't have to teach your children, well, most of us, I could say that, didn't have to teach our children how to crawl, how to talk, how to walk. That just kind of came naturally for them. Now if you compare them to other kids, then you might be like, oh, my kid was a slow walker or a fast walker or a slow talker, whatever, but it's not even about that. They get it when they're ready, and reading is no different from that. One of my kids, the same thing. One, he just had no interest, and then all of a sudden one day he was interested in reading. He could read. So, which leads me to my second tip. Take the opportunity to read to your children. They love to be read to anyway. And then if you're short on time or whatever, YouTube has a lot of different people reading different books. I know some with Oprah and different stars or whatever, but there's regular people reading. And my kids, do that. In our library was doing online reading as well. So that may be a resource. And then let me see. Okay, menus, okay. And then my next thing is to play word games. So this is one thing. This is like the matching letter game. I got this from Amazon. Now what store? I don't know. I bought that like last year, or year before last. I don't remember. But it's really easy where, it has like a picture of a, let's say, like on the front, it's a bird. Then it has the letters. They take the blocks and match it to the word that's on the card. So bird is B-I-R-D. You match the letters. And that, again, word recognition, letter sound. We also play, like I use the Good and Beautiful curriculum, the language arts one, and I actually use it for all my kids because it's just easier not having to do all these different levels, and I can just make it bring it down for my younger kids and up for my older kids. But I always try to make it into a game that everybody can play. So like when we do like OU words, OW words, or we'll play like Mother May I. Okay, you spell a 5-letter word with OU in it, the owl sound or whatever. Or we play hopscotch and put this on there and form words. So, just making it fun for them, and children will retain. And another case in point is when your children when they listen to music. Now, that's nothing that they just, through repetition, they start singing these songs, right? But if you can take the songs and print out the lyrics, they can get the words to them, and that's another way of reading. And it's just like this little book here, Mary Had a Little Lamb. When my girls were really small, they knew the nursery rhyme. Now they can read it. And this, my daughters loved it. It was like, yeah, I can read. Mary had, and they go through, and we had the Itsy Bitsy Spider and all these other little books. So that's another way. And then online as well, on their tablets, we have different apps. Their favorite is Starfall for my little girls now. And my boys love Starfall too. We all love Starfall. But they have there's little stories, little read-along stories, and so they really enjoyed that. Now I have friends who love Homer. Their children love that, but my kids, that wasn't their thing. But that's another option, that may work for your kid. Another tip, having books available with things that are recognizable. So that's, like I said, they knew nursery rhymes and things. So boom, that book works. And like I said, printing off lyrics to their favorite songs, that's another way. And then, help them write their own books. When my son, he was younger, he did not like I had all these Bob books. My older son did it. The second one, he was like, no thanks. He was not very interested. But what I did, I had the idea to make a book about him. So, I got a book, or got construction paper, and I put that printing paper in there and just wrote all about him, his name, his age, the things he liked, the activities that he did, and he loved that. He absolutely loved it. So he would read that over and over again, and again, word recognition. And then we, created more books. Whenever we went on a vacation, we wrote about that. We just, we just made a fun activity, and that's how he got into reading. But yeah, that's all I do for my children. And then, like, we have these magnetic letters. Usually you have these for the little ones, the toddlers and things. But I have a 4-year-old, and actually all my kids, just today, I'll link that little video because I took a short video of them. They were all sitting in the kitchen, and they all had the letters, and they were making sentences out of these letters. So, I keep these things around. And yeah, that's what I do. So I'm going to review those. So you don't allow anyone to set limits for you. Think outside of the box. Reading isn't just picking up a book, but also things around you, things in your world, things you see. You have stories. There's always an opportunity to learn to read. Even when my kids were even smaller, we would go to the amusement park, and you see the enter, exit. So those are words. That's reading. So don't count that out. The second one was take the opportunity to read to your children. So read to them daily, read to them often, because they're going to pick up their vocabulary, and it's going to become familiar to them. And when they see those words, they'll begin to make the relationship, the connection. Number 3, play word games with them. Like I said, I take the curriculum that I have, and we turn this into Mother May I, hopscotch, jump rope, all kinds of games. So make it fun for them. And then play word games. Like there's a couple of apps that we've played. I can't think of them right now, but they were like brain teasers, and we had to figure them out. And my boys we played this for like 2 weeks straight. It was so fun. So, just finding things that make you tick in them as well. Number 4, have books available with things that they're familiar with, like the nursery rhymes, like I'm showing in my little bookcase, because this is a bunch of them, because I still have a little one. But yeah, things they're familiar with, printing off the lyrics to songs, so they get, I'm singing this, but this is what it looks like on paper, And then the 5th one, have them write their own books, or you help them write their own books. And again, this is about them, and now they're recognizing and making the connection. So that's all I have. I hope this was helpful for you. If you need any more information, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to help. All right, ladies, if you found this video helpful or beneficial in any way, do me a favor, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.